Hey, so I went to Lightbox 2025. It was my first time ever going to Lightbox and riding on an airplane alone. So I decided to make a video to share my experience of what that was all like. I'll keep things short and to the point while showing you what I did during the full 3-day event. And hopefully you'll find this video helpful for your Lightbox travel. So, getting on that first flight from Salt Lake City Airport, I left at 7:55 and landed at Burbank at 9 o'clock. Expect lots of people to be in attendance, both inside and out. There was a lot of people, and expect lines to be even longer. You'll want to get your tickets at the Exhibit Hall C to go to any of the panels either in the conference center or in the exhibit hall. There's a 1-hour time frame from when you can get your ticket to when the actual panel begins, but that doesn't mean that you can show up like 5 minutes late because they will not let you enter even if it's just like even a minute late. So it's better to show up on time and a bit earlier than later. Yeah, so I didn't record much for any of the panels I went to on Friday. I was a bit nervous since I've never done like a sort of vlog before, but you learn as you go. The thing with traveling the day you're going, there's like a check-in time, so like you can't really leave your things in your room until like around like 12 to even 3. Friday panel started at like 12. So like a lot of people were bringing in their luggages with them during panels. I only got to bring in my backpack since the hotel in West Pasadena let me leave my stuff there. And like I was so tired afterwards, you would not believe. So yeah, I didn't go to all the Friday panels I wanted to. Starting Saturday, I was pretty confident I knew what to do and what to expect, and I was a lot more confident about taking more videos too. Coming from Utah, I was expecting a fall cold, but in Pasadena, fall over there is more humid warm in the morning and then humid hot in the later afternoon. I ended up missing the first panel that I wanted to go to in the morning since they ended up changing the rules that you needed to have a panel ticket to enter the first panel of the day, but I ended up getting one of the panel tickets for the ballroom, which are the more harder ones to get since they are more popular and they tend to run out a lot more faster. And I got to see DreamWorks. Yay! After the panel, I still stuck around since they also have where artists can sell their merch, so I wanted to go buy some things in there. And then after, I went to a drag sketch, and that was pretty fun. And I was able to get another ballroom ticket, but unfortunately I have no recording from that since they did not want anybody recording. I wasn't able to make it on time for the last panel that I wanted to go to on Saturday, but after 2 ballroom panels, I decided to call it a day right there. I was still pretty tired from Friday, so yeah. All in all, the day went a lot better than Friday, but there was still one more day to go. Okay, Sunday. So I'm basically a pro by now. I know what I'm doing this time for reals. I decided to show up a lot earlier that morning for the first panel, but we weren't really allowed to go inside the buildings, and it was actually humid cold that day. And even after the buildings did open up, we still weren't allowed to go in until like the hour went by. I ended up winning the giveaway from the DreamWorks panel that I went to in the morning, and it was really heavy, so I ended up having to run back to my room to go drop it off. Then, because I had some time, I decided to go back to buy more merch, because you can never have too many. And what better way to end Sunday than with an arcane panel? So, what did I learn? Well, scheduling. Like, plan for the ones you want to go to, but be flexible with it because you won't be able to go to every single one you want to go to, especially if they're the more popular ones. Second, planes. I hated it, I'll be honest. And like, if it's your first time, do not sit next to a window. Like, you'll feel everything. And that was my mistake right there. So, how much did I spend in Pasadena? Well, $260 and 36 cents. But that's putting the food together. But if we're excluding that, I'd probably knock a good 40 because one of the foods did end up costing me a lot, but that's on me right there. Obviously, when you're going to any art convention, have those business cards ready to hand out to people because, like, yeah, like that's how you connect with people and spread your information around. Honestly, I was collecting everybody's business cards like Pokemon cards. If you were to ask me if I was willing to do this again, ride in an airplane, which I really don't like, wake up in the freaking early morning, which I don't like, go somewhere by myself I don't know, and sleep somewhere I also don't know, you know, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. But I really did have a lot of fun going over there. Took awesome notes. I only got to talk to a few people, like two, but like that's already more than like I'm already comfortable with. And honestly, getting to meet a bunch of other artists has just made me want to be more like artistic. So, yeah, like definitely go again.